make me feel gorgeous. The night you wake me up and gaze with your blue eyes. I couldn't decide.
Okay guys, so the very first thing I'm going to do is mix my foundation. I'm going to use the Hyaluronic Acid Pure Serum from Timeless Skincare. Anyways, I'm going to mix a little bit of that with my foundations, and I'm using, of course, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I'm trying 120 and 125. I'm kind of in between right now. So I'm going to mix those on the back of my hand. Okay, so I had went ahead and did my eyebrows, and I did this half of my face. I am loving, loving, loving this peach eyeshadow look. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and the eyeshadow palette I'm using for this look is actually pretty affordable. It's by Karity Professional, and it's the matte eyeshadow palette, and as you guys can see, there are some peach shades in here. So I will be using these. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I did, starting with this eye, and I'm going to use a primer, of course. The primer I'm using this time is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. Okay, I just have some plain, like, Scotch tape. It's probably like a generic, yeah, it says crystal clear tape, so whatever that means, it's probably a generic brand here. And I'm going to apply that next to my eye where I want to have like my nice clean line. So I went ahead and put it on my hand first, and then I'm going to apply that there. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the lightest shade I'll be using, which is this shade right here. I'm going to apply that all over my entire eyelid very, very gently, just to kind of, I guess, help with the blending. I'm applying a very small amount first, all over my eyelid, and then right underneath my eyebrows. Now this is going to also be my highlight shade, and the shade on the inner corner of my eyelid, as well as the beginning part of my eyelid, but just a little bit for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that same color, and I'm going to pat it on pretty heavily right underneath my brow. Honestly, this palette, it was, I think, like 38 bucks, and I had a deal on it. It's a lot more pigmented than I expected. There's like a couple shades that I'm not really happy with. Everything else though, they're decent size, and I will be using them. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of that same color, and I'm going to pat that on the inner part of my eyelid. And again, feel free to pat it on pretty heavily. Next, I'm going to grab a peach shade from this palette, and the color I'm using is kind of like a peach brown. It's right here. So I'm going to grab quite a bit of that, and I'm going to pat it right next to where I applied that very, very light shade, all the way to my crease, and I'm going to take it all the way over to the edge as well. Now what I'm going to do next is take that same color, and I have a big fluffy brush here, and I'm going to put that in my crease, and I'm going to blend it upwards and outwards a bit. Now next I'm going to grab a very bright peach color. It's right here, and that's going to go all in my crease. Like, I'm putting that from the inner part of my crease to the outer part, so it's going to go everywhere. And that's why I applied the lighter peach shade first, because it really does help smooth that in, and it helps blend it and make it look a lot less harsh. Now, here's where it's going to get even more fun. I am going to take a crease brush. I'm going to grab a brown. Now the color I am using is this light brown right here in the palette. And I'm taking that on the outer edge into the crease and basically the outer V. I'm going to take an even smaller pencil brush. I'm going to grab a really, really deep shade in this palette, and it's this deep brown right here. Now, use a little bit at a time because this is super pigmented. So I'm just going to apply it to the crease first and blend that a bit. Then I'm going to apply just a very small amount right along my lower lash line, or sorry, upper lash line. Whoops, anatomy. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend this. That way everything has a really nice smooth transition from the peach to the browns. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is line my upper lash line. Now doing this, I'm going to use a MAC Fluidline in Dipdown, and this is a beautiful brown. I have such a hard time lining my eyes on camera just because my mirror is kind of far away and I'm not wearing contacts or my glasses. So I went ahead and lined my upper lash line and winged it out, of course. There's a few little things I'm going to do real fast, and one of the things I'm going to do is take the e.l.f. Duo eyeshadow stick, and I think this is in Nude. I'm taking the matte side real fast, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put that on the inner corner of my eye. And I kind of stopped right underneath where my lower lash line starts. Now next what I'm going to do is take a green eyeliner. This is from Urban Decay. It's in the shade Graffiti, which is discontinued, but they do have other green eyeliners that you can use. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this right underneath my lower lash line. Now I'm not going to put it on my waterline because I have a plan for that. I'm going to peel off the tape real fast. This is actually, this came with my Vice palette from Urban Decay, but I'm using a brush here to grab some bright green from this palette, and I'm going to apply that bright green almost on the outer edge of that green liner, and I'm going to smudge it. Now you have to do this very quick because that Urban Decay stuff, it stays put like real fast. So working very diligently and quickly, have that meet up to where you applied that inner color. And then I'm going to take a brown from this, and the brown shade is the one that we used at the very end in the crease, so it's that deep brown right here. And I'm going to grab a little bit of that and apply that just to the outer edge of this and kind of blend it in with that green for a little bit of continuity and depth. Okay, now I said I had a plan for the waterline, so I'm going to take that same e.l.f. eyeshadow duo. I freaking love this, like the matte side for my waterline, like it's no one's business. It's good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. It really brightens that look and helps make the green stand out just a little bit more. Now you guessed it, it's time for mascara. So with that being said, I'm going to use my favorite, the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara. And I'm going to apply this bad boy to my upper and lower lashes. So that's the eye look. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do with the rest of my face is I'm going to contour. I'll be using the e.l.f. palette here, and it's the powder contour palette. I'm going to use the darkest shade in here and course, I'm going to kind of sculpt out my face a bit. So, go ahead and do that. Just kind of, you know, do your contour thing that you do. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply a blush. I opted for a peach blush as well, and this is by Tarte. This is the 12-Hour Clay Amazon blush or whatever in Blissful. So I'm going to grab a blush brush and get this party started here. Oh, it's a peach party on my face and everyone's invited. I freaking love this look. This is so pretty. And the green, oh my gosh, the green underneath the eyes, just, I don't know. It's definitely something unique. I love it. Okay, now what I'm going to go ahead and do next is use a highlighter. And for that, I've decided to use this. I don't know if it's by e.l.f. or by Disney. I picked it up for like $3 at Walgreens, and it's a Pocahontas highlighter stick. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting this bad boy to be so freaking beautiful. And I regret not picking up more because they had 2 different colors. And this one was kind of like, I don't know, like a pale pink color. So yeah, that's gorgeous. I'm going to apply a little bit above my eyebrow here. Just kind of gently rub that in. And I'm going to apply a little bit to my Cupid's bow. And a little bit to my chin. So for the lips, I'm going to go ahead and use a Colourpop Lippie pencil, and this is in Skimpy. And then I will be filling it in with Colourpop's Lippie Stix in Frida. I figured, you know, since I have this whole peach thing going on, might as well go big or go home. So everything's peach. I'm an adult, I do what I want anyway, so whatevs. So I really want to wear this to work like it's nobody's business because this is super fun. I absolutely love the peach on like the crease and the outer edge of the eye, paired with like a really, really pale color on the inner part of the eye. It just brings everything out. And then you have this like green peekaboo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is good. This is good stuff. I like this. It's been a while since I loved a look so much that, yeah, I'm gonna wear this to work. Like, I don't even care. Don't even care. It's happening. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you guys like the look as much as I do, because, oh my gosh, I can't wait to wear this out in public. It's happening. Like, it's happening. But, yeah, I dig it. I hope you guys dig it, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. So, thanks for watching.